Hello, you're watching Proactive London. I'm joined by Ilika CEO Graham Purdy. Graham, thanks for taking the time to speak with us today because you're up with your full year results and you reached a number of milestones over the year. Could you list some of them for us, please?
Yeah, morning, Stephen. It's been a fantastic year, actually. When you look back and take stock of all of the milestones that we've hit, it's quite a list. So let's start briefly with Stereax. These are our miniature batteries for miniature medical implants and wireless industrial sensors. We started the year in style, really, and we shipped some of our M300 product, which is our minimum viable product, our MVP, out to customers. And then we struck a deal with Cirtec Medical in the US, a 10-year licensing deal to transfer the Stereax production technology to them and to have a licensing agreement with them. We then packed up the equipment that we'd used to make the M300 at our facility in the UK. We sent it out to the Cirtec facility in the US. That's a large thin film facility that they've got in Lowell, in Massachusetts. They've installed that equipment now. That whole installation is substantially complete. We're just about to kick off the engineering lots that are at the start of the qualification process and gearing up for a closer collaboration on marketing with a view to start commercial sales in 2025. And then on the other hand, with Goliath, some great technology development milestones that we hit in Q4 of 23, the D4 development point, which was a design freeze that allowed us to then focus on the batch production of our first round of P1 prototypes, as we call them. We hit lithium-ion energy density parity, which means that our prototype solid-state batteries have got the same energy density as incumbent lithium-ion. And also, some great progress with the installation of equipment at our facility to be able to scale up and demonstrate the solid-state battery production process that we've invented at a larger scale that is industrially relevant, i.e. just to show our customers that we really can make these solid-state batteries using processes that can be transferred onto much larger scale.
Graham, you recently announced delivery of P1 batteries to a tier one, so that's following your year end. What will they do with these and what will your next development steps be?
Well, it's all about validation, really, isn't it? So, we've taken that batch of P1 cells. Of course, we've done extensive testing in-house. And then when we were happy that we were getting reproducibility and consistency, we offered small batches of those to customers for their own evaluation. Actually, there's been a couple of announcements in the past couple of weeks. On the one hand, we've started a program with one customer that sponsored us to do some further evaluation at our own facility under their supervision, because they liked the specialist capabilities that we've got at Ilika for testing batteries. And then on the other hand, we've actually shipped, as you say, a batch of batteries through to a customer for them to do their own validation in their own facilities. So, moving ahead nicely with those customer interactions.
How's the Cirtec deal underpinning commercialization opportunities for Stereax, Graham?
Yeah, well, the Cirtec Medical deal is our chosen route to market for Stereax. They're a big tier one US headquartered organization, substantial multi-million turnover, and a great network of relationships with OEMs in the medtech sector. They do substantial manufacturing on an outsourced basis for OEM products. And so we believe that they're a really great partner to take Stereax, integrate it into their own sub-assemblies and products, and take that to market for us over the coming years.
With the new governments in place, Graham, what are your thoughts on what this might mean for the sector more broadly?
I think that there is very much a regulatory-driven opportunity here for energy transition technologies like ours. I think we'll see a bit of a resurgence in the sector in the UK. It's gone through a bit of a lull over the past 24 months, but we're starting to see an uptick and a sort of rejuvenation of interest in pushing through that agenda. I think Ilika is an absolutely key player, certainly in the UK and in Europe, if not worldwide, for the development of solid-state batteries, which underpin, in particular, the EV transition that we're going through.
And just finally, Graham, what's Ilika done to improve its own capabilities?
Well, we've had a lot of investment actually in our facilities. We've got some ongoing at the moment, enabled by the recent successful equity placing that we've done. So we are upgrading our dry room for handling advanced materials for our EV program. And also we've installed some larger scale equipment at our facilities near Southampton in the UK for roll-to-roll coating. That's now fully commissioned, and we're actually capable of making much larger quantities, which were required for the production of our P1 prototypes. And then the program that's sort of still rolling, and I'm very excited about actually, because it will allow us to upgrade our assembly capacity to about 1.5 megawatt hours per year, is the program that we're doing together with MPAC and UK BIC, which is actually funded by the Automotive Transformation Fund. And that's what we call our system project, which is a £2.7 million program. And that's effectively to build an automated assembly line to make our EV pouch cells.
Well, Graham, congratulations again on the results. Thanks for speaking with us today.
It's been a pleasure. Speak soon, Stephen.
That's Ilika CEO Graham Purdy.